Hi, this is Emily from Bitterroot Media, and I'm going to show you today how to prep files for Pro Tools engineering. We're going to need two files to work from. We're going to need a web-sized QuickTime movie, and we're also going to need an audio OMF export of your project. So let's create our web video. Now you may already have a technique for creating small web-sized videos into QuickTime files, and I'm sure that will be acceptable, but if you're not sure how to do that, I'll show you here. So we're just going to go to File, Export, and QuickTime Movie. Let me make sure my timeline's selected, and you want to make sure to have an out point in there as well. There we go. QuickTime Movie. Name it appropriately, put it somewhere where you're going to find it, and make sure that the movie is self-contained. Include the audio and video. Even though we don't use audio in the QuickTime file to work from, it's good to have a guide track. So you'll just click on Save, and I've already done that. Let me open that up. It's created our movie here. And in order to make it web-sized, I'm just simply going to go to File and Export for the web. Name it appropriately. You probably want to add web to the end of the name that you used on your QuickTime export. Select desktop in the export versions, and of course put it somewhere where you can find it. Poster frame doesn't really matter a whole lot, so you can just let it default. And then you'll hit export, and again I've already done that and have it ready here. It's going to create a folder with 4 items in it. It's going to have an M4V file, which is going to end up being the reference file for our small web version. This is just the poster frame that you selected. We don't really need that. We don't really need this text file either. But this right here, this is a 4 kilobyte, very small QuickTime movie that can't run on its own, so you do have to pair it with this reference file in order for it to work. But this is what we use in Pro Tools to edit all of our audio to, making sure we're in sync, and it also helps us with visual cues to make sound design choices. So that's how you make your video. And to make an audio OMF file, it's simple as well. Make sure you have your in and out point selected. Go up to File. Go to File, Export, Audio OMF. 48, change this to 24. We want to add some extended handles on here just to give us a little extra room to work with. Minimum, I would say, would be 10 seconds to each audio clip. You could go a little more if you think it's appropriate. And while we can change all this in Pro Tools, go ahead and include your crossfades, your levels and pans. We may also ask for a version that does not include crossfades, so you would just kind of uncheck that. You can always provide 2 separate files, but if you include all this stuff, it gives us clues as to what you were doing in your rough audio cut. And we can always manipulate all of that stuff in Pro Tools. You'll click OK, and it will create an audio OMF file. And you would just need to send us the M4V video, the .mov, the 4 kilobyte QuickTime file, and then this audio OMF export of your project, and we can bring all that stuff into Pro Tools and start working. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email or give me a call. Love to hear from you. Thank you.